So yesterday I went ahead and posted this on my community tab on my YouTube channel simply because I wanted to showcase some brand new designs that were floating around the internet yesterday. However, I did state that I want to work with Universal rather than against Universal. I did my research and I had a look around, and I feel as though only a few of those leaks can be shown online, so that's what we're going to go ahead and do. Basically, everything you're going to see has already been revealed via the Dr. Peppers or toy releases so far, but these are just basically in better high quality. I still feel as though I should probably make a video on them because after all they're high quality. It gives us a much better look at what to expect for these creatures, so that's what we're going to go ahead and do in today's video. Now before I get all of the comments saying, oh you're copying this, you're copying that, no, this is just a lot easier of a way for me to make a video, and of course we cover this type of stuff anyways, so doing it in the same manner I'm about to do it in is merely just me being a little bit more lazy. Nah, not really lazy, I just feel like it's more of a professional format to do it in, and yeah, I promise I'm not copying from anybody, although I know who you're probably going to say in the comments. Anyways, if you're excited for Jurassic World Rebirth, what are you doing? Go ahead and press the subscribe button already. We're trying to reach 275,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and since we do have Jurassic World Rebirth, Chaos Theory Season 4, Jurassic World Evolution 3, and also Jurassic Park Survival all coming out within the next 365 days, you're really going to want to stick around, so make sure you are subscribed for all of that content. Plus, there's a lot more to come in 2026 and 2027. But without any further ado, let's take a look at the models from Jurassic World Rebirth. So the first one I want to talk about here is actually the Ankylosaurus, and my goodness does it look amazing. Now, of course, it does look a little bit different than to what we're used to seeing, but I have a theory as to why, and I'll be making a video on that relatively soon. But yeah, this dinosaur, it looks good, man, it looks good. This was actually first showcased on the official Dr. Pepper stuff that we got just a few weeks ago, I think actually a week ago instead. And it's basically the same model. I think that model just looks a little bit more different because it's more of a 2D render. This is more of a... Is my camera frozen? And this one is more of a 3D render. But yes, this looks a lot different than to the Ankylosauruses we're used to seeing in the franchise. Of course, we have Smoothie, Bumpy, the red Ankylosaurus from Jurassic Park 3, and the Jurassic World generic Ankylosauruses. But there's something about the skull of this one that just makes it look different. And I'm going to be honest with you, I don't entirely know why. For some reason, to me, it just looks different. And it actually looks different in a good way. It makes the face a little bit more lumpy. But taking a look at the protrusions coming out of its body, they don't actually look as perfect as we see in Jurassic World. As you can see on the side, it looks a little bit more rigid, more janky, looks more up and down rather than straight and what we're used to seeing in Jurassic World. So maybe that's more of a reference to this species being one of the very first ever made and having its own defects. But the very next one, we've been waiting to see this for a long time now. Just like what we got shown on the Dr. Pepper cans just last week, we have the Aquilops in action. Now I believe this is the first time we're actually going to see the colour of the Aquilops, which is obviously very good. But we know it is coming in trailer 2, which there might be an update on when that might be releasing. Just don't get your hopes up on either tomorrow or Thursday. Just don't get your hopes up. But there might be an update we'll share with you maybe next week. However, let's focus on the Aquilops for now because my goodness does it look fantastic. I absolutely love this little guy. Yes, I may have called him a racist. Yes, I may have called him a war criminal. But look at him. It looks like he'll be up to no good. He is absolutely fantastic, and I was worried it looked a bit too much like the Microceratus from Jurassic World Dominion. Of course, a very core and important dinosaur of the franchise. But this little guy, fair enough, they've made him look a little bit different, especially with those two protruding horns coming out the front of its skull. But one thing many people have already pointed out with the other leaked art, there's a lot more leaked art out there which we're not going to cover, but you can probably find on Twitter. But one thing everybody's pretty much talking about this Aquilops, where are the quills? It's in the name. Wait, I've just realized I've spelled Aquilops wrong in the freaking... Oh my goodness. Okay, ignore the spelling mistake. But it should say Aquilops, okay? It should say quill in there. Because this little fella's supposed to have quills running down the back of its tail. Pretty much every single piece of paleo art that you see from the Aquilops has quills going down its tail, because I believe that's actually scientifically accurate. So for this guy to actually be called an Aquilops but have no quills, it's a little bit jumpy, especially considering we know the Velociraptor in this movie is going to have quills. We know that the Quetzalcoatlus will also have quills. Why doesn't the Aquilops have any quills? I don't know, but it's our first look at this little guy, and yes, these renders are taken from the Dr. Pepper cans that we saw last week. Next up, we have Mosasaurus. Now again, there are a few more leaked renders of the Mosasaurus going online, but since this is probably one of the biggest Jurassic leaks we've ever seen, I don't think any of those were supposed to be shown. What we are seeing here is stuff that's already been posted online previously via Dr. Pepper or other commercial websites working with Universal. But this is just a much better look at this Mosasaurus, and it looks very, very good. I presume that this is actually taken from the scene where it jumps out of the water and hits the boat in Jurassic World Rebirth. But either way, unfortunately I cannot show you the other leaked renders. They are on Twitter again, so go ahead, go crazy with that. You probably would have seen them by the time you've seen this video. But yes, the other renders do look pretty cool. I just know that I can show this one without getting in trouble. But my goodness, do we have this beautiful thing, the Quetzalcoatlus. It looks absolutely fantastic, and I was a little bit worried going into Jurassic World Rebirth since they were changing the Quetzalcoatlus design from Jurassic World Dominion, because I love the Dominion Quetzalcoatlus, but wow, did they nail this one. This looks so good. I love the contrast between the orange on the wings and the blue on the wings. I love the blue going down the back of its neck. I just love everything there is about this Quetzalcoatlus, and it actually makes me more excited to see it in Jurassic World Rebirth, but also to get to play with it in Jurassic World Evolution 3 when that video game comes out. I can't wait to see the Dominion Quetz and the Rebirth Quetz merged together. It's going to be fantastic, I can't wait. But yeah, this guy, easily my favorite design of this movie so far. But this design right here, the Spinosaurus, has been taken into account by many of the fandom. People who didn't want to see a new design of the Spinosaurus, people who only wanted to see the Jurassic Park 3 variant of the Spinosaurus, and paleo nerds. Everyone is united because my goodness, does this Spinosaurus look very, very good. I'll give it credit, okay, where it's due. I want the Jurassic Park 3 variant. I want that guy. I love that guy so much. And I feel like his design and pattern will fit this type of model. So when I heard that Jurassic World Rebirth is making a new Spinosaurus, I was, of course, very concerned and very upset. But now taking a look at it, I don't think I have too much to be upset by. I mean, personally, I don't think it overrides the Jurassic Park 3 Spinosaurus in any way, shape or form. But it does actually get me quite excited to see the Spinosaurus appear in Rebirth. And of course we have 3 different designs. We have one with the horizontal stripes, we have one with the vertical stripes, literally just below there, and just over there we have the one with the fade, and that's probably my favorite one. I'm not a big fan of stripes, so seeing one of them with just a natural fade looks very, very good, and I really, really like it. But up next we have Titanosaurus, and there was a lot more released for the Titanosaurus. I'm going to tell you that right now, straight out the gate. But I cannot show those because I don't believe that they have actually been posted publicly anywhere, not on any toy releases, any websites, nothing. I think maybe one of them was used for an Uno card that is also released and is actually public right now. But besides that, this is the only one that I can pretty much show. But it does look good nonetheless. You know, you've got its really long tail, you've got the fins going down its neck and the lower part of its pelvis. You've got basically the size of this thing and the big lump on its forehead. But I believe that this is basically confirming at this point that the 2 Titanosaurs that we see in the trailer are 2 different variants, one with a big thing on its face and one with a smaller thing on its face, which we're seeing here. But yes, overall this is probably one of our best looks of the Titanosaurus so far, and it just looks so good. And now we finalize with the Tyrannosaurus Rex. The design we see on the right hand side is the design we have seen for a very long time. I believe this was the very first dinosaur of the franchise we actually got to see, because I think it released literally 4 or 5 hours before the official trailer for Jurassic World Rebirth even released, or maybe the official images. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, this guy released a lot sooner, but then this guy on the left is relatively new. But for me, looking at this Rex from the side, I just don't like it. Something about this Rex just doesn't look good to me. It doesn't look natural, and I don't know. It's probably going to be one of those things where I just have to warm and get closer to it. But at this point in time, I really don't like the design of the Tyrannosaurus Rex, which is a shame because in the trailer, it looks really, really good. That's why I'm thinking maybe it's just a bad angle, and I am going to get used to it very, very soon. But pretty much, those are all of the dinosaurs. There was the Velociraptor specimen that was uploaded as well, but I don't believe the Velociraptor has any further designs than to the ones we've seen for literally over a month now, so there's no real point showcasing it. But yes, that's pretty much all of the renders that released last night. But of course, there were some leaks, so do keep that in mind. If you do want to check out the very many that released, then go onto Twitter. I won't be posting them because there's far too many to post. This is like one of the biggest leaks I've ever seen for Jurassic, and it is a shame because a lot of the stuff that was posted I feel as though should be posted officially, and I just know if it didn't come to this circumstance where fans were releasing it, these designs just wouldn't get to see the light of day, which is a great shame. And I really do hope that Universal at least see this and see that people are enjoying the designs of these dinosaurs, and it's actually made people more excited for Jurassic World Rebirth. Fingers crossed that Universal look at the positives to all of this. But yes, there's many more on Twitter and Instagram. If you're amongst the community, you probably would have seen them already, but yeah, they're pretty much out there. Just, I'm not going to showcase those ones in this video for sake of being more polite to Universal. Again, I'm bringing you the news, but at the same time, not stepping on the feet of Universal to hopefully bring you guys some better news in the future. Who knows? But let me know in the comments, which was your favorite design? Personally, for me, the Quetzalcoatlus looks fantastic, Spinosaurus looks amazing, and I am quite warming up to that Titanosaurus head as well. Don't forget to like the video if you enjoyed, but most importantly, make sure you're all staying safe out there, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye. Hey, did you enjoy the video? Well, why not leave a like and subscribe for more Jurassic content? I appreciate every single one of you for reaching this point into the video and supporting me this far. If you wish to support me even further, then feel free to head on down to the description where you can find links to donate, my Patreon, and you can also press that join button to become a member here on YouTube and gain access to some awesome emojis. A massive thank you to all of the YouTube members for this month, as well as the amazing fans over on Patreon too. Your extra bit of support really goes a long way. But for now, I wish you a great rest of your day.